Right, welcome back to Classic Mini Workshop. This is another part to Project Kit. I finished Kit 18 months, no, nearly 2.5 years ago now. It was driven probably to 3 or 4 shows and has sat in the garage ever since. Lucy doesn't like it now, she's gone off it, doesn't like driving it, so I've decided to sell it. Now Kit is an SPI auto, because Lucy can only drive an auto, and so to sell it as an auto, I just thought the market, there was less people likely to buy it, so I've decided to pull the engine out and convert it to a manual. Now another Mini I've got is called Rufus, had a 1380 Swiftune engine in it. I had that built in 2016, and then I've had some fun in it. Rufus is actually in another garage. It needs to be stripped down. It's got overseals, a few rust spots here and there, so that's going to be stripped down. It's a later project, so I just thought, well, I'm not going to use Rufus for a while, so I might sort of take the engine out of that, stick it in this one, and then sell Kit as a manual. Now I'll show you the spec around the engine in a minute. The work is going to be done by Keith. It's Keith's speciality. You know, I'm not into engines really. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing. And then there's also the wiring part of it, which, because the engine in Kit was an SPI, the wiring loom was made, even though it's a G-Reg shell, the wiring loom was made for a 96 SPI. So there's some adaptations to do with the wiring, and so Keith has got some time because he's changing jobs. So I've asked Keith if he would take Kit up there, up to his house, up to his garage, take the engine out of Kit and do the conversion for me. It'd be much quicker, and then I'll be putting Kit up for sale. Kit is obviously a fully restored shell, it's obviously a bit custom. The engine, when it was in Rufus, was a Ford Blue, which I'll show you the colour in a minute. So I have stripped most parts off the engine, refurbed a few parts, painted the block and the cylinder head. I did do it with the cylinder head on, because I don't really like taking heads off, because I just don't feel comfortable with doing it at the moment. I have done one on the ERA before, but I don't want to do something and then mess it up, or do something wrong and then make more work for Keith. So I've said to Keith, when he gets it up there, can he take the head off, just have a look at the bores, the pistons, and make sure everything looks okay. I've got a new head gasket for it, and then any bits of paint, you know, that I've got here and there, he'll be able to just sort of clean off once he's stripped it all off. This is the engine. decided to paint it red. Obviously a lot of the theme with kit is black and red, so I was going to leave the engine colour in the blue, but it would have looked odd. So so I've obviously painted the block. I've cleaned up the sump, gearbox, and I haven't done anything with that. I just cleaned it up. It was already bare alloy. I did spray the clutch housing and the clutch cover silver. That was blue as well. I've obviously stripped this back, repainted that in black. Obviously because the slave cylinder is still on Rufus, I've obviously got a new slave cylinder. The starter motor was all painted blue on Rufus, so I've just thought I'll just, you know, for the time of trying to clean it all up, repaint it, I've just got a brand new one, and that's been fitted. New oil filter. I've just tarted up some of these, and you know, these brackets and stuff. Just done these in satin black. Painted the timing cover. There was nothing wrong with the water pump, but just when I took it off, and it was an older type that didn't have the it had a steel impeller in it, so I just thought, for the, you know, I've got it off now, I've just put a new one on. So that's that. Things like the alternator, that will come off of kit. What else will come off kit? The thermostat housing, that's actually a billet aluminium one from DSN, so that will come off of kit as well. And then, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I've put a new manifold gasket on there. I've got the rocker cover was actually a Lewis Hamilton special rocker cover that I had done years ago, but I've taken this off of the Cooper S engine, and so yeah, that's probably going to stay on there, although the one on kit is a new is a Metro type one, so we'll see what they look like once they're on. Just painted up the pulley. What else have I done? So the carb is a HIF 44. I've just replaced the float thingy, you know, I don't know terminology, in the bottom of the carb. It was all working fine, so just I just assume it's going to work properly when it's in. Obviously, because it's an auto, I had a spare rod change, and I didn't have a gear stick, so but I had this was from Bolt, the race car, and it was too short, so I got a longer one, and so I'm just going to use that, the quick shift in kit, which would be quite nice. So because the subframe in kit is an auto subframe, I've got the extended brackets, engine mounts, subframe, engine mounts for the subframe. Obviously I've got a new pedal box because it's obviously an auto at the moment. Just some odds and sods. The drive shafts came off of Bolt because I upgraded the ones on Bolt to the titanium ones. It's just obviously clutch master cylinder, What else? Obviously, petrol tank on kit is an SPI, so that is the petrol tank from Bolt when Bolt was just a normal car. And what else? That was it, I think. And yeah, so this was the colour of the engine. I forget the name of it. It's a Ford colour. But yeah, that would have looked odd. The alternator from Rufus is a very high powered one because of the stereo system. So that will go back on Rufus. The coil is on kit already, assuming that would be the right type. And then, so yeah, this is the engine spec. You can see that. Now it's I will send this to Keith as well. So it's not ever been dynoed. It says 95 horsepower at 6,000 revs.
Hey mini enthusiasts, how you doing? Welcome back. I hope you're well and I hope you're having a great day. So today we're on Project Kit. So if you haven't seen the Project Kit build series, I'll stick a time-lapse video up here. It's absolutely brilliant. If it's not one you've seen before, go back, look at the videos. It's well worth a watch. So I am going to be converting Project Kit, which is currently a 1275cc SPI automatic, and that is going to be converted into a manual, and we're going to be putting a Swiftune 1380cc carburetted engine in it. So there's quite a lot to do. I'm not quite sure yet what I'm going to do with the wiring because it's all wired up for an SPI, and we'll have a very quick look around the car, but this is going to be quite a quick project. This is, fingers crossed. Mark's organised all the bits. We've got engine mounts to convert it because obviously the automatic subframe is wider than a manual, so you can get engine mounts which convert it. Obviously the pedal box needs changing over, the gear lever needs adding, the fuel system needs changing, so it needs a different fuel tank, and yeah, I'm sure lots of other bits as well. And we're going to be doing the head gasket on the engine just as a matter of course, really. I'm sure the head gasket is fine. The engine was running fine before, but while it's out, let's stick a BK450 head gasket on it just to be sure for the future. So let me show you around the car quickly and we'll go straight into taking the bonnet off and getting the engine out, getting the other engine on the floor, and then we can work out the finer details. Right, so as you can see, this is the engine which is currently in Project Kit. It's quite a nice little engine, this. It's a 1275 SPI automatic. However, it has had some head work, and before we built Project Kit, the head was all redone by Alex at the Car Kitchen, and it's got larger inlet and exhaust valves on it. It's had some porting done, so for a 1275 automatic it actually goes pretty well. As you can see, it's got lots of detailing on the engine bay, all the DSN bits. It looks really nice, and we're going to retain most of those DSN bits on the car. It's got the flashing kit light at the bottom. I couldn't work out how to make it work. I'm not going to fiddle around with it too much because it's Mark's car, not my car. If we go round and look inside, you can see all the interior is all detailed as well with a digital dash. It does talk. It talks like kit as well. So like I say, if you haven't watched the previous videos of this build, go and check them out. It's absolutely awesome. This was built for Mark's wife, Lucy, but now Mark has decided that they want to sell the car, so it's being moved on, and obviously it will be much easier to sell as a manual. Here's the engine that is going in the car. So this is a Swiftune 1380cc engine, 73.5mm bore. It's got all the lovely, I'm not going to go into the exact engine specifications apart from to tell you it's 95 brake horsepower. So without further ado, let's get on with it. The first thing we're actually going to do is disconnect the battery and stick it on charge.